Why are you dating someone that doesn't have a PVC? Yes, you. I'm asking you. Why are you dating someone that doesn't have a PVC? Oh, wait. Are you that person that doesn't have a PVC that somebody that has a PVC is dating? Which one? How can you not have a PVC in this country with the economic problems we have, insecurities and all sorts, and you don't have a PVC? And you're saying you're not going to vote because you don't believe that Nigeria can change? Come on. Come on. Why would you say that? Of course, Nigeria could change if and when you get your PVC and vote your choice. Today, I have a guest. Together, we'll tackle this issue. So today, I have a guest, Anto. Welcome, Anto.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's really a pleasure to have you here.
I'm glad to be here.
I'm happy that you're here. But tell me, why are you really advocating for PVC? Tell me.
Because Nigeria is bad.
I know.
And the only way to make it better is by voting. The only way for a democracy to work is with the voting process. That's just what it is. You know, even though in Nigeria we feel like we're in a dictatorship, or maybe we feel like we're in a capitalist society, what have you. But based on the Constitution, Nigeria is a democracy. And the only way to get change is by voting. And it frustrates me that so many of us, October 2020, we were there, you know, NSARS, protesting, doing this, doing that. We saw what happened. And the only way to actually affect the change that we wanted is by voting. And so many people still have voter apathy. It makes no sense to me. So I basically dedicated my cause from now until March 2023 to encourage as many Nigerians to go out and vote. It is the only way that we're going to get even a glimpse of the kind of change that we want.
But you know, it's a little bit like, will I say, humbling for me that you're Nigerian American. So you could actually go back to America and have a better life. So why did you choose to be here and advocate? I mean, your life could be better if you were in the States. So why
you say that my life could be better? What does it mean? What is better? Better is, you know, is subjective. Exactly. What I think is better is me living in Nigeria. I love the fact that I'm living around black people. I say this all the time. No matter how much scoring Nigerians have, I love the fact that when I wake up, I see my people. I love it. Plain and simple. That's probably one of the biggest reasons why I'm here. We can relate. It's so much easier to relate. Even if you have someone that's maybe from the north or from the south, there's still something you can relate and communicate with, versus when you're dealing with white people, it's a whole different story. I don't even want to get into it, but being around, there's nothing like being amongst your own.
Yeah, I understand that very well, because I also relocated from Germany, and I know people ask me, why did you leave Germany? Oh my God. And I'm like, I was depressed while I was there. I wanted to come home, and immediately I came back, I started living again.
Yes, exactly.
But anyway, I think you're very progressive, I would say, because you've moved careers. Yeah. So you've moved from sports to Big Brother, and now to movies. Tell me about it. Like, it's like you like change a lot.
I do. Yeah. I definitely like change. I'm a Sagittarius, so you know we're kind of like a flight risk.
I know.
When we're ready to try something else, we could go. Like, it's very easy for me. So my professional background is in sports administration. So that is the entertainment field. I was always like in the back scenes. But growing up, I think all of us want to be stars. Everybody wants to be celebrities. Everyone wants to be a superstar at some point. Maybe not your whole life out there, but everybody wants to be a star. Who doesn't want to? So I always knew that at some point I would want to be in front of the screen. I just wasn't sure in what capacity, how I would do it, what have you. So when I moved to Nigeria, I was working in sports, and I realized that Nigeria at that time wasn't ready to take sports serious as business. Like, that's what I came here for. I truly believe that what we're exporting is what is going to make Nigeria better. We know right now Afrobeats to the world because it's something that we're exporting. And we're making so much money from it outside, way more than we're making from it inside. So when I came to Nigeria, sports was the same thing for me. If you look at every major sporting industry, the best players are Nigerian, or African at least. So I said, okay, why don't I try this thing in Nigeria? But being in Nigeria, I realized that the people I was working with, they just weren't ready to take it seriously. It was still a game to them. They were still just floundering money. They weren't really ready to do business. So for me, I was at a point in my life, my career, where I said, I'm either going to make a name for myself or go back to the States. So I was like, okay, what's the easiest way to do this? What can I do? What can I do? Ding, ding, ding. Big brother. I said, well, I gotta try this thing. You know, this is my first time auditioning. Let me just try my luck. Let's see how it goes. And gratefully for me, it's been 4 years since. So.
And you know, while you were in Big Brother, you kind of had this, people would equate you to being the mature one. Why? Why do you think that was?
Well, I think because maybe I wasn't giving them the drama they were expecting.
So why weren't you giving them the drama they were expecting?
Because that's not me. That's not who I am, you know. I'm only gonna be myself. I can be dramatic in my own way. I felt like I was dramatic in my own way, but not necessarily the drama that maybe the fans or the audience wanted to see. I think I was extremely dramatic, but not maybe the way
to the extent they wanted.
Yeah, the way other people's faves may have behaved. So when people call me mature, I don't call myself mature. I think mature is what people call you, not what you call yourself. I can be petty as hell, so I don't call myself mature in any kind of way.
So do you think you actually formed a very good relationship with some of your housemates?
Sure, I'm close to almost everyone still. Of course, I have my girls, my girls that I'm tight with, but I think anyone, if they ever needed me, they know I'm someone they can still call on, and that's who I am as a person. I think everyone that's my friend, that's my family member knows that I can drop anything for anyone. That's my person. That's who I am, and I think I also show that in the house. You know, a lot of people, they will call me grandma or what have you, but it's because I do have that matronly or maternal kind of instinct. I want people to be okay. I want people to be good. Life's supposed to be easy. This shouldn't be stressful. Like, I didn't come here for stress, so I just think that things should be easy. Let's share this. Let's not fight over things that shouldn't be fought. People are dying and you're fighting over meat. It doesn't, you know, those things, it was strange to me. Those things were very, very strange to me. So I think that's kind of like who I am. I have that spirit of just making sure things work. I think things need to work. Things can work. That's why we have processes, because things can work. So that's just who I am. I like to just be relaxed and get things going.
Okay, so Anto, how is Nollywood treating you?
Very interesting. It's kind of interesting I'm here because I'm actually, which is really strange, I'm actually pivoting kind of out of it, so backwards a little. Maybe not out, but it's a little bit backwards. So of course, you know, I always wanted to try the big screen. Why not? I can't say I'm not a thespian. I'm definitely gonna say I'm not a thespian. There are people who live and die acting, you know, and I never want to feel like I'm taking that person's spot in any kind of way. I wanted to try it. I have learned how to be a much better actress in the past 4 years, but I'm still not a diehard actress. That's not who I want to. That's not what I want my career end to be like. You know, I don't want to just be known as an actress. My goal was to try so many things and actually do things and figure out what I want to do. So yeah, after Big Brother gave me the opportunity to try, I was both on, you know, stage and, you know, screen, and I just realized I enjoy it, but I don't enjoy it enough for it to be the only title that I have or the title that I want to go to the grave with.
Okay, so what else are you exploring on?
You know, this PVC thing has really exposed me more to politics. Something I always wanted to do.
Okay.
I've always wanted to do politics ever since I was you know, from junior high school to high school. I've always been someone that ran for office. You know, president of this club, vice president of that club, secretary of this. You know, I was always in that space. So I always kind of knew I would want to have leadership or governing roles. That's something that I've always been about. So part of why I came to Nigeria, like I said, is I truly believe that we can export and import our talents to do better. So I know the only way that's going to work is if the government is in alignment with what we want as people. So I know for sure politics is something I always wanted to do. And now that I have a platform, I've been able to communicate with people, and I see that I have a little bit of a way of convincing people to listen to me. And I think I have a little bit of a, understanding and background. And now that I'm more active in, getting people to understand governance and PVCs, I'm way more interested. And I have most of my friends are like politicians. I'm even working on someone's campaign currently. So yeah, definitely politics is a next step for me.
That's very good. That's really very good. Anto, this space is a relationship space. We talk all things relationship. Relationship with yourself, with God, with your partner, your siblings. It doesn't matter. All things relationship. So I want to ask you, so have you encountered culture shock of some sort
100%.
With dating here in Nigeria versus the States?
100%, right?
You didn't even want to wait.
Look, because it's actually crazy. It's very different. And I think for me, it's even more key. So I'll even go to Big Brother, right? So I was in Big Brother house, what have you, and I said on the house that I didn't want to get married, I didn't want to have children. So now people remind me that I said this thing. And it is who I am as Anto. Like, that's really who I am. That's when I came. That's since growing up, since university, what have you. That's who I wanted to be. But Anto of today wants to get married. Nah.
So what changed?
This minute, Nigeria has changed. That's what it is. I know for sure if I was to relocate back to the States, I would not be so interested in getting married. But being in Nigeria, I need to be married. I'll give you the reasons.
Please do.
The reasons are very two separate things. And people, when people hear me say I don't want to get married, they think that means I want to be a swinger. I don't believe in. No, it's not that I don't believe in love. I want to have one man. That's facts. I want to have one man. But for some reason, the institution of marriage makes things difficult. When you and your guy are dating, you guys are loving yourself, they go beach, they love. Once you sign that paper, something happens. Even if you guys were, living together before, for some reason, once it becomes Mr. and Mrs., I don't know what it is, but something changes.
For the worse.
Yeah, all the time. Maybe the advent of having kids. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, once people sign that document or they officially become husband and wife, or people know them as a unit, something happens. Like, it's crazy to me. So that's the reason I was against marriage. Not that I want to be out here sleeping with everybody. I want my man, but if we don't want to live together, if we want to have kids 10 years, what have you, I just wanted that. But in Nigeria, there's two things. Let's be very frank. If you're a woman in Nigeria, no matter how many degrees, no matter how many businesses, no matter how much money, no matter how traveled, how educated, you are not complete until you're someone's wife. Facts.
And you have less respect also if you're single.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In Nigeria, if you're a woman and you're not married,
sad.
No one is sending you. Forget it. It's like CEO of what have you, you are an ambassador. Who cares? If your name is not Ansoleki hyphen whoever, no one is sending you. Doesn't matter. And unfortunately, this is where I live. For now, this is where I live. So I know this is something that I need. It sucks. It literally sucks. Like, I'm literally saying I'm getting married because I want people to respect me in my home.
And it shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be, but that's part of it. And the second reason is the situation of the country. It is not easy paying for bills by yourself. My sister, forget it. I can't even lie anymore. I'm done. Like, I'm done. I was forming independent women strong. Me, single lady like myself, I left Yankee. I came to the most expensive place in Nigeria, living in Lekki, living by myself, 2-bedroom apartment, 24 hours light. So you can imagine how much I'm spending. But this year has blown to shit in Nigeria. Everything has skyrocketed. They've increased my rent. They've increased lights, increased service charge. I can't do it anymore. I'm not gonna lie. So please, I like my men dark and rich. Let me just say that, okay? So that's it. That's just it.
So your marriage is strategic, right?
100%.
But of course, you're gonna be in love with the person.
I cannot. If that was the case, I would just go outside and go and call any man. Mm-hmm. No, the point of I want to be in a happy home, mm-hmm. but I do believe a marriage is a business relationship. Mm-hmm.
Transactional.
It is. It is transactional.
Tell me about that.
And the reason people say transactional, it is transactional. Your partner is supposed to be your better half. They're supposed to make things better for you. So even if I'm the one that's maybe I don't have the cash, I should be able to at least direct him to where he can get the cash.
Or give him peace.
Yes, maybe my network, give him peace. So after a long day, I rub his head, make sure, I'm not saying I'm gonna be the one cooking, because we're definitely gonna have a cook, because me, I like to relax.
And that's why you're supposed to marry a rich guy, like you said.
You're supposed to take care of everything, but I'm supposed to make sure that the house is good. What I can take care of, I shouldn't have put everything on him.
Exactly.
It is a partnership. I truly believe in this word partnership. It's a marriage, two people uniting together. So yeah, at this point.
Okay, so guys, you heard that. She wants to get married because, one, to be respected in this country. Secondly, because of bills. She doesn't want to pay rent no more. I mean, even if she's gonna pay, she wants she wants to at least split it. Not 50-50 though. Maybe she'll bring 20 and the guy will bring 80. That makes sense. I share that opinion. Anto, I have questions for you.
Sure.
And I want you to be as honest.
No problem.
This is real talk here. Sure. Right? Okay. So, what is your motivation on encouraging young people for PVC and advocating for that?
All these old people are going to die very, very soon, meaning Nigeria is left for us. I want Nigeria to be sweet. Part of the reason why I'm here is because Nigeria is like 70% sweet. It can get there, it can really get there. So if we can get it to 97.2% sweet, I think it's okay now. We tried. So yes.
Okay. So the second question, what has changed after Big Brother?
What I think of people?
Of yourself.
Okay, yeah, I think that's part of it. What I think of people and how I react to people. So I always tell people that when going into Big Brother is basically like, it's not even like going to university. It's like being in a madhouse. You're thrown in a place with people you probably have never met outside.
Normally.
Yes, And then you have one crazy voice waking you up, telling you to jump, telling you to eat biscuit. You're not in control of yourself. And I was forced to have to communicate with people that are younger than me, younger than my siblings, people that don't have my background, people that are not of my religion. I was thrown into a place that was like a madhouse. But now I can almost deal with so many things. So many things come my way and they don't even shake me as much. Because I'm like, I was living in a place with no phone, I didn't have my favorite food. I couldn't talk to my favorite people. I couldn't even walk outside.
And you were with people you didn't know.
You know, like there's almost nothing in this life that can do me. If you've gone to big, like, that's the reason that it frustrates me when people talk so negatively about Big Brother housemates. You have no idea what we went through. Housemates received the most respect in the world. We literally were living in a box. It was a box with cameras. You go shit, they're watching you. Everything. So there's almost nothing in this life that can shake me except for the fact that I have these bills
Any
to pay.
regrets?
Regrets. Some days the lack of privacy and people who have no business making comments, it annoys me. But it's not really a regret. I'll definitely say my life has changed positively, immensely due to Big Brother. Yeah, some days I'm just like, yo, these people are driving me nuts. But I wouldn't, I don't regret it. I say I wouldn't go back just because things are annoying, but I would go back. Obviously, my life has been amazing since.
And regrets are not good. You just learn from your mistakes and move on. Okay, so the third question, are there challenges being single in Nigeria? Of course, you talked about this, but are there more? Apart from the bills and the respect?
I'll say there are a little bit of challenges as a single woman in Nigeria.
Okay.
And I'll point out to especially because now I'm a public figure, I'm a celebrity or what have you, there's this notion that we're all just lounging about or we're sleeping with men for money or, this whole little thing, this thing of if you're a woman who looks well-to-do, you can't be the one thing, you're not the one doing it for yourself. I think that's
there must be a man somewhere.
Someone must be footing the bill.
Whereas you might be taking care of a man.
Did you hear that? So, like people automatically like, these ones, they're just sleeping around. Oh, this one's, she just bought a new Benz. Someone gave her that Benz. So those kind, not knowing that people work very, very hard for what they're doing. But people automatically just have this bad notion of even if you are single, they're just like, this one's not ready. She's not serious. Why is she not married? Are they not mental somehow?
But why do you think that is?
Nigerians just have bad mouths. Nigerians are just badly behaved. Just have bad. It's not your business if someone is married. Look how many married people we know that are in terrible, terrible marriages. They're literally dying. Their spouses are killing them.
All forms of abuse.
Yeah. But they can't even speak out because you're supposed to die there. Till death do you part is really, people are carrying it on their heads. Till death do us part.
But do you believe in that though?
Absolutely not. First and foremost, I'm Muslim. We don't believe in that. As Islam, we don't. In Islam, divorce is highly recommended if necessary. Even besides that, even if it wasn't, no one can stress me in this destiny. You can't stress me. Bro, I'm a Sagittarius for a reason. Once something is annoying me, I'm out. Like, I don't even have the time for what? There's millions of men everywhere. Men are everywhere. Why would I be allowing one joker to be stressing me? I'll give him maybe 3 months to stress me because, our emotions, blah, blah, blah. I'm out.
Good. Okay, so I think I have the last question. Right. As a Nigerian American, could you tell me 3 main things that are so different from living here and living in the States?
Living wise. Okay. Something I've realized, it's living, but it's more professional, right? And a part of it is also because of upbringing. Nigerians aren't really taught to be assertive. They're not really taught to talk to their seniors, right?
Or even look them in the eye.
Yes, we're not supposed to do that. So that's one, it affects people in the household. It affects how parents and children relate. What frustrates me the most is it affects how employees and employers relate. People in Nigeria are afraid to tell their boss, like, guy, you're saying rubbish, or this thing, you're going to invest money in this thing and it won't work. But because of, I can't tell my guy anything, companies are falling to pieces. People in office, they come to work to sleep. I go to my office and people are sleeping on desk. I see you, I'm walking past you, and you don't even go to the restroom or go to the lunch room to go and chill. You're sleeping on your desk and I'm passing you. Like, people don't have any, I understand someone else's business is their business. You shouldn't, invest so much of your time into someone else's energy. But if you're going to work, look like you want to work. Be working, be doing something, but it's apathy on both ends. You as an employee, you cannot give your employer what you might think is better for them. So then you just decide, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to just collect my salary and just be chilling. So that's one thing that it drives me nuts. 2 is how Nigerians can be so obtuse or so different. Sometimes Nigerians are amazing. We're having a blast. We're great friends. We party all the time. Everything is a celebration in Nigeria. Everything. People literally block the road to do Owambe, like everywhere. Then 2 minutes later, we're killing ourselves, fighting ourselves. For me, it's always strange when you pass a church on Sunday or you pass a mosque on Friday. You literally just are leaving the house of where the religion is. To exit the car park, you don't jam your neighbor, you're shouting, "Oh, Benny, bro, you just were singing about Jesus. How are you fighting because you guys can't leave a car park?" Like, it's so strange how we can go from 0 to 100 in milliseconds.
Yes.
It is crazy. And I think the third thing I'll say, the difference is, okay, the difference would be, I think part of it is a cultural aspect. In the States, yeah, maybe you're from New Jersey or you're from California, you kind of rep where you're from, but it's not that big of a deal. But in Nigeria, we hold Igbo, Edo, Yoruba, we hold it. We're more cultural than we are Nigerian. More people are, I'm Edo and I'm Edo. They could care less about Nigeria. I'm from Bauchi, whatever, but Nigerians aren't patriotic. They're cultural, they're tribalistic, they're cultural, but they're not patriotic. Versus in America, we sing that national anthem to the death. Even us black people that don't like them other people, we still sing that national anthem. We even have our own that we created because we still like it in one way or another. So I think the patriotism, Nigerians are only patriotic outside because that's all people know them as, Nigerian. They don't know which one is Yoruba or what have you. So Nigerians are more patriotic. Like, you'll see Nigerian Americans, we carry it, we sing Wizkid up and down with it, wear Ankara, all these kind of things. But in Nigeria, Ankara is like, how can you be wearing Ankara? Go and wear suits. The fuck? It doesn't make sense. So that's the thing. I don't think Nigerians are as patriotic as Americans or Nigerian Americans.
Okay, so I have my own personal question. Okay. So have you ever had your heart broken?
I think all of Nigeria saw someone break my heart on television now.
Tell us about it.
Woo! You know. So actually, what was funny about that situation, right? Big Brother was traumatized. I want everyone to know Big Brother is a very traumatizing experience. Again, that's why I say I need you guys to have more respect for housemates. That thing is not easy. So during my season, during our reunion, they connected us to lie detector tests. Right? We actually took a polygraph. So yeah, I knew the person I liked or what have you. We were, you know, things were fine, whatever. And then it's the question precisely. That's how it's funny. You know, when they do editing of things don't come out right. The question was, did you love Ansel while you were in Big Brother's house? Right? And the polygraph detected that the answer was no, which is fine because I do not expect someone to fall in love with me in 3 months. I'm not. Yeah, you might like me, you might, you know, but to be in love with me, I wasn't expecting. So Ebuka asked me like, "Oh, how do you feel?" I was like, "I didn't expect him to fall in love with me in 3 months. Now that's not normal. It's only people that believe in fantasy that believe someone can just love them like that." But I think what the heartbreak was more, which I tell people it shouldn't bother us, but the heartbreak, of course, is more people's reactions, the audience, the fans. Like, you were probably fine with it, but once you go online and start reading people's rubbish tweets, like, she didn't deserve him anyway. He was better than her. Da 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 da. You know, those kind of things. Those ones are the ones that start to tear at your heart threads. Like, I was just liking one boy like that, so I didn't say people should come and insult me for who I liked, or So the heartbreak really wasn't even the relationship. It's more when you're trying to manage a relationship and there's so many voices. There's so many. So yeah, people say, you guys shouldn't mind you guys shouldn't mind the audience. Yeah, you try not to mind the audience, but we literally were being watched by Africans in 50 countries at once. There's comments from people who don't even have sub, but they will find sub to sub you. So no matter how much so that's where the heartbreak was. It really wasn't even the situation. It was when you're trying to forget about this. It's more of when you're trying to forget about the situation or move past the situation. People are reminding you of what you're even past it. Me and him were fine at the time. We were actually very fine. But you start to think like, maybe this guy really doesn't like me. Or, you know, like you're probably okay. But like, maybe he doesn't like me. Maybe this one. Okay, let me read this again. Let me go back and watch this video. You know, it's like you're breaking your heart over and over and over and over because of other people's comments. So that's more of the heartbreak, not really us, like me, our relationship, fine.
So in essence, it's more difficult to deal with heartbreak in the public eye.
100%.
Yeah, I get that.
100,000%. So that's not that everyone's always laughing at celebrities for breaking up or for fighting. Bro, it's not easy. That thing is not easy.
So do you think if you are in a relationship, you would make it public?
No.
Even when you get married?
Bro, I tell people all the time, I don't even want to have a wedding. Like, if it's up to me, I'll just go and my family knows, my best friends know I'm married. I wouldn't even want to have any events. But I think it also depends on who the person is.
Exactly, yeah.
He might be a person who wants to shout it out, or being public might benefit us in that partnership that we're talking about. If I am boss woman and he's boss man, then us as a boss unit might work.
You like money,
sure.
You like
so
money.
Us as a boss unit might work. But if we can both be private and go about our business, I would totally prefer that. But
Let's see how it goes.
Let's see how it goes. We don't know yet. We're not there yet. But again, rich, dark. I don't mind religion. I am Muslim, but you know, I'm very fluid. I'm Edo.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Just
yeah.
problem.
Guys, you heard her. So she wants dark, handsome, tall, rich, from any tribe in Nigeria. If he's a Christian, fine. If he's Muslim, perfect, because she's Muslim as well. Okay? Thank you so much, Anto. I really appreciate this conversation. I didn't even want it to end.
It was great.
Yeah, it was really very great. Guys, kindly comment, subscribe, and share, and get your PVC. And date only guys that have PVC.
Absolutely.
Till next time, remember to always hang in there. The very best business. Love you. Ciao. Mwah.